change up, change up. I might wait up, and it change up. Change up, change up, change up, change up. What you selling for? Change up. Why the fuck would I just go and change up? Now a nigga on, I got my name on. I just want the money for being famous. How many times did I get banged up? Fuck the pandemic on and danger. I know the fuck nigga that can't tame us. How the fuck these niggas really blame us? I know the fuck nigga that can't tame us. Mama say don't step out with your bangers. Mama say don't step out with your bangers. I got you, mama, I know it's dangerous. I shit in this world, I know they hate us. I shit in this world, I know they hate us. That's why I stay getting out the paper. Fuck all these bitches and fuck these haters. How these niggas don't even keep it stable. Round when I got the razor. Have to blow a nigga with the razor. I don't give a fuck about them, I got haters. We gon' ride around on this block, we take them. How these niggas, they bitchin' for real. Hey man, how these niggas some hoes, man. How these niggas peon for real, for real. How these niggas, they hoes. How these niggas hoes. Why the fuck would I just go and change up? Now a nigga on, I got my name on. I just want the money for being famous. How many times did I get banged up? Fuck the pandemic on and danger. I know the fuck nigga that can't tame us. How the fuck these niggas really blame us? I know the fuck nigga that can't tame us. Draco, he lay low. Put a nigga in the halo. That's what I say so. Hot block on clay cold. From 3 like me, yo. From 3 like me, yo. From 3 like me, yo. Fuck riding deep, cause we ride around them pesos. If them niggas slime, put a verse on J-Lo. Put a verse on J-Lo. Put a verse on J-Lo. I ain't talking no halo. Look me out in my face, bro. Why the fuck would I just go and change up? Now a nigga on, I got my name on. I just want the money for being famous. How many times did I get banged up? Fuck the pandemic on and danger. I know the fuck nigga that can't tame us. How the fuck these niggas really blame us? I know the fuck nigga that can't tame us. I know them niggas, they really changed up. I know them niggas, they really changed up. I done got my name in the system and I got banged up. I got banged up. I got banged up.
Yes, sir. That was Change Up by Cash Lingo. Now out on all platforms. Welcome to Respect the Game, the podcast. This is episode 208. And in today's podcast, we're going to talk about things that happened this year, things that's going on, the Tory Lanez trial, Young Thug, the state of Black America, the state of Latinos, capitalism, and where we are as a community as a whole. And I pray to God that we get better in 2023. We all have the information in the palm of our hands. Read, read, read. Knowledge is power. Yeah, most definitely. He wasn't lying. And it's been going on forever. And it's like nobody gives a fuck. Yes, I don't agree with that verdict at all. I don't believe that man was guilty. If anything, it should have been a mistrial. It should have been a mistrial. And Kanye was right. Everything he's saying. You see what they're doing now? Somebody just made a documentary about hip-hop murders. It's on Netflix. And they're yeah, and they monetizing all our pain and trauma. And then what we do as a culture, go watch it. What we do in the European brands, they put it right in our face. They put it right in our face that they racist, and what we do, go buy it. Well, I don't. I wear my own brand. I wear my own brand all day, every day. I don't wear that shit. I don't support it. None of that. But it's crazy. Like, I wonder if 2003, where we finally,
Hello.
2000. Hello? And can you hear me what I was saying? And
Nope.
I was
You
saying.
muted me.
Oh, I muted you. My bad. I was saying that you were right. That Kanye was right. But I wonder in 2023, are we gonna ever wake up from this trance that we're in?
Some will, some won't. I've learned that, like when I send stuff like on IG, there's certain people I'll send it to, and there's certain people I'll skip over my list because they're comfortable, and they're good with their slumber. Like they're deeply asleep. They don't challenge the establishment. You can't even say that they won't.
Right.
They're good with being asleep, and you can't do anything with anybody that way. Like my thing is, yes, there is a creator, there is a God, and I fully believe in him. But we need to question everything else because the evidence suggests
right.
It's just a really good story. I know you don't watch a lot of TV, but let me tell you, there's this movie called, oh God, Part 2 is called Heavy is the Head that Wears the Crown.
Oh, wow.
You got a smart TV?
Yes.
Okay, so let me see. Because I sent it to my brothers and told them to watch the other Out of Darkness. Have you ever seen Out of Darkness documentary?
Nah, I don't watch TV like that.
I figured you don't. So there's this documentary called Out of Darkness, right? They're trying to charge for it on Amazon, but if you go to the Tubi channel, let me pull the link so I can send it to you.
Okay. Because I already know. Because you know why I don't watch that stuff? Because I already know. I read the Quran, and the Quran has everything in it that I need.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm Muslim, and I know that Jesus was.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm Muslim, and I know that Jesus is not no white man, and I know that Christianity was made up, and baptism and all that. All these different religions are all made up, and these churches were built just to be monetized, and the cross was made to monetize to control the people. I've been through that stuff, and I teach my kids that. So we're not blinded, and we don't follow the society's trends with Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, and Halloween, all that bullshit.
The Quran acknowledges Jesus.
Yes, yeah, we love Jesus.
The Quran says that Jesus was just a prophet, though.
Yeah, Jesus was a conveyor of God's message. You know, God gave him the word, and he spoke it, and then God did. And then God did bless him with doing miracles, you know, as he walked this earth to prove to the people that he is a messenger of God. But, you know, before Jesus left, when he was asked by Mary Madian in the Last Supper, and they asked him why must he go? And he said, I must go because after me comes the warner. And when I'm gone, do not worship me because I am not the Lord. I am the Father. I am the Son of my Father. I'm the son of the God who created me. So do not worship me. But nobody was worshiping him until 300 something years later when John the Baptist wrote the New Testament. And before that, Constantine, the ruler of the land at the time, when Jesus was roaming the land, when he was losing control.
Emperor Constantine sent his mama over there, go find this and go find that.
Yeah. Well, he started losing control of the population, so he said, listen, we got to do something about this because the people are following this man, and I'm losing control of my people, you know, the power. So we got to vote whether or not what the people should do. Should we build the chapel and let's create the cross and let's have the people come into the chapel and worship him as if he was the Lord, but we can monetize it, or are we gonna leave it the way it is, that he was just a messenger, a prophet? And then they voted, and by one vote, they ruled that, yeah, let's do that. Let's build the chapel. Let's make the cross so the people can come in and start worshiping him so they can monetize it. You know, they create the tithes. People come in, you give money. And how many times if you've been to church, you stand up and pay the tithes at least 3 to 5 times while you're there. Right? So the Vatican is the richest, the most wealthiest organization on the planet.
The Vatican is
the wealthiest. They are
corrupt as all hell.
Yeah, but they got all the bread, you know. They rich.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I know the truth and I know the facts, you know, and I read the Quran inside out and the book of
You get my
Hadiths.
text, baby?
I just got it, yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
so I have understanding, you know. So, but now I can't figure out that everybody has a smartphone in their hand. Everybody's phone has Google. Everybody's phone has Safari and Siri. And if you black or if you're Latino or if you're Indian or whatever the hell you are, and you're not questioning what they're feeding you every day and seeking the information, then you're just being ignorant to yourself. Because there's no way in hell that black people and Latino people in America should still be going to church, looking at this symbol and worshiping this white man with these blue eyes and blonde hair. They're saying that he's God. He's not God. Jesus used to defecate. He used to urinate. He had sex. He had kids. God is not a man image. God is a source of energy. He is not man-like. He is not none of that. He's a source. He's the creator of everything between the heavens and the earth. And no man, no human can ever equate to his intelligence. His intelligence is infinite. So I don't understand how the information is there. Nobody's seeking it. Everybody just stuck. Oh, we got to get dressed up, put our suit on, and put our church hat on. We're going to church someday. Yeah, we're going to go up there and praise this white man, that cross that's up there and right in that big old picture. And everybody pay their money. Everybody pay their money, and then eat your chicken, and then go home, and the pastor and them rich as hell, driving Bentleys and Cadillacs. And everybody know what's going on, but they still do it. And they still do it. I don't get it. And look what's going on today with our youth. Our youth are running around like fucking demons. Shooting and killing. They shooting and killing adults with no remorse. Doing carjackings. Like up here, I don't know what's going on in Atlanta, but up here, oh my God. Out of control. What?
Yeah, they running amok.
Oh my God. Up here the other day, these 5 teenagers was on this bus, New Jersey Transit. And then he wanted to pay. So the driver was a brother. You know what I'm saying? He's black. He's probably in his late 30s, 40s. So he kicks him off the bus. So somebody did something to him that made him get off the bus. And when he got off the bus, they all jumped him and started beating on him. And when he fell to the ground, they started kicking on him. And people just got their phones out recording it. So the driver stood up and he pulled out his gun and he shot them little bastards.
What?
He sure did. He shot them in the ass. Teenagers, but they're like 15, 16-year-olds. But they're not fucking kids no more. Those teenagers are fucking demons. And they'll kill you. And then they go to court and say, oh my God, the kids, he shot the kids, and the kids are juveniles, and let's give the kids probation, and until they're 18, and let them go and go kill other people when they become adults, and then we can send them to prison for 25 years. It's all a money game. It's all a money grab, money game. The whole system is a fucking joke. They need to skip that juvenile shit. Any violent act, they should be charged as adults. No mercy, because it's retarded already. In some states, they get 90 days. That's it. 60 days. 60 days held in the juvenile hall for 60 days, and then they're released for killing somebody because they're teenagers. Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. And they're running in the malls with bags and filling the bags all up and running out the mall with all kinds. Because they know they're not going to prison for it. But if I do that and get caught, I'm going to prison because I'm an adult. But they're under 18, so they're juveniles. So now in New Jersey, they said shoplifting is a misdemeanor because the courts are overpopulated. Like there's too many case files. So they downgraded shoplifting in New Jersey. I don't know what they got going on in Georgia. I know you guys are way different down there. But up here, I don't even go to the mall like that anyway. I don't really be out in public like I used to before. I just pick and choose how I move, It's too dangerous. It's dangerous for real, for real. I'm not even being slight about it. Like you got to be on your guard. Like be ready to pull that fucking trigger. Because them kids are not kids, man.
Let me tell you something. My friend's husband said, if you shoot someone, you kill somebody, you're going to need cancer. She said, you don't know Dawn, do you? Because I told him, I said, I have no problem pulling the motherfucking trigger.
Right.
Because if your child lets himself into my house uninvited, he can tell Jesus exactly what the fuck happened.
Right.
Because I'm pulling the trigger.
Yeah, if you don't, they will. If you don't, they're going to.
If you don't raise your kids and they out there 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning pulling door handles, stealing shit out of people's cars here and everything else.
Right.
Which means they are these dumbass people leaving guns in the cars and shit. Just stupid shit. Now the kids got the fucking gun. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, you dumb motherfucker.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
I'm pulling the trigger. I don't have no problems pulling the trigger. None whatsoever. I will sleep like a baby.
They fucking
pulling the trigger.
They're kicking doors in and doing home invasions and everything.
Are they doing home invasions now? They were doing home invasions in Atlanta 20 years ago.
No, them kids are doing it now. In fact, it just went viral last week somewhere in Atlanta. They kicked in these 5 kids kicked in this man's door, went in his house. He had the Ring camera set up, and then as soon as they walked in his bedroom, he started firing off on them. And they all ran out of there, but 3 of them got shot.
Good.
Yeah, 3 of them got shot. 1 of them died from his injury, but 3 of them got shot, and the rest of them got locked up. What?
And the castle doctrine is going to protect that homeowner too.
Of course. Yeah,
be protected by the castle doctrine.
They didn't charge him.
Nope.
Yeah, they didn't charge him because he was defending his home.
Stand your ground in the castle doctrine here. He had a right to defend his home.
Right.
It's
just crazy.
I don't know what the hell Jersey doing, man. Jersey trying to keep y'all hog-tied by only the fucking police, the biggest gang in the country, got the damn guns.
Yeah, no, but New Jersey, you can protect your home too. And you can have a gun in your house. It doesn't matter if you have a record or nothing like that. Because one of my boys, like 10 years ago, he had just came home from prison. And he started hustling again. This happened in Atlantic City. So he started hustling again out of his baby mom apartment. And so one of his workers that he had hustling for him came knocking on the door like he was coming to re-up. But when he looked through the window, when he looked through his peephole, he seen 2 shadows like moving on the side of his door. So he said, oh shit. So he grabbed his pistols. He had 2 of them. So he's like, well, hold up, man. So the guy's like, all right, man, well, open up. It's cold out here. So then as soon as he said that, he laid down on his back in front of his door, like, a few feet away. He laid on his back with his pistols, both pistols in his hands. And when they kicked the door in and they came running in, it was 3 of them. And when they came running in, he shot all 3 of them dead. No, he shot 2 dead, and the third one paralyzed for life in a wheelchair. Yeah, so then the cops. Yeah, so the cops came and everything. And he told them what happened, and he was on parole. And then they tried to lock him up, and he had the right to defend himself, but he got violated for his parole, for having a firearm. He got locked up for that, but he home now. He did like 2.
How are you allowed to have one in the house, even if you got a record?
Because it's our constitutional right to have a weapon to defend you.
We have a right to bear arms. That's 2A.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have a right to bear arms. So you got to keep it in your house. You can't have it in your car. You can't have it on your person. You can't drive around with it. But if it's in your house, then you can, you're okay.
So here in Georgia, we got a constitutional carry law. You don't even need a permit to conceal carry anymore.
Wow.
Permits are still available, but you don't need a permit to conceal carry. The governor did it earlier this year.
Well, how about if you got a record? How about if you got a record?
You can't have one if you have a record. But if you got people with records have them anyway, so it don't matter. You know, that ain't going to make a difference on whether they carry or not. They're going to carry regardless.
Right.
But
everybody should be allowed to carry, whether or not you got to recognize it so you can defend yourself. And it'll stop all the robberies because everybody got guns. So you ain't going to walk up on nobody.
no, but niggas is flashing their guns on the interstate, road rage, and parking spaces. Just stupid nigger shit.
I know.
It's stupid, ignorant nigger shit. And on top of it, they're not training. There's no safety. So either the kids are getting killed because they don't found a gun and they're playing with the gun, or just, you know, or they misfiring, and plus you have a lot of celebratory fire here, like it's Christmas. These dumb motherfuckers will be shooting up in the air tonight and also New Year's Eve. They be shooting in the air. My thing is, what goes up must come down, stupid.
Right.
And you know, bullet ain't got nobody name. A straight bullet ain't got nobody name on it. It
sure
can hit
don't.
anybody. So if it comes up, I mean, people have, this lady got shot in her bed. This preacher's wife, about 2 months ago. Somebody was out there shooting up in the air and it came back through and it shot her and it killed her.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
And so they're real ignorant down here. They have no business with firearms because they don't respect them. And they don't train. I'm in a gun club.
Well, how you, but you know what? How do you think all these guns end up in our community, though? Because these teenagers, they got guns
But
that
they
worth
bring them. Let me tell you,
$1,500
people
a
in
piece.
Chicago will tell you that there would be abandoned vans full of weapons, firearms left in the hood, left by the railroad tracks. They bring them in our communities and leave them here so we can kill each other.
Right, because I remember 3 years ago, I interviewed somebody from Detroit, and he told me that. He said, man, one day I walked out to throw my trash out on a Sunday morning, and when I went to the trash cans on the side of my house, you know, he lived in a duplex. He said when he went to the trash can, he said it was a big green crate just laying there by his trash can, like a military style crate. And I said, what? And I said, get out of here. He goes, yeah. I said, and what happened? Did you open it? What was it? Money or something? He goes, yeah, I opened it. Yeah, it was money, but it wasn't cash money. I said, what you mean? It was gold or something? He goes, nah, it wasn't that. It was full of guns, man. It had like over 100 and something guns. I had assault rifles and a bunch of handguns. I said, oh, shit. What you do? Did you turn it in? He said, what? Turn it in? I sold them shits. I said, see?
He sold it. He put him right back in the hood, which
That's
exactly what they wanted him to do.
Right. That's the problem right there. That's exactly what that's the goal that they had, you know? So
he did exactly what they wanted him to do.
Right.
Sell them and put them in the hood.
He sold all them handguns. These kids are walking around here with handguns with beams on them, switches on them.
And ain't trained in none of it. Trained in none of it.
It's retarded, man. So that's why
training is important.
You know what's crazy? That this morning when I woke up, you know, God woke me up out of my sleep. Well, what I was dreaming was that I had moved, I think it was like back to North Jersey, and I moved in this neighborhood. So when we went outside with my kids, this teenager rode up to me. He was like, yo, what's popping? You know, doing that G-check shit, right? So then I was like, salam alaikum. And he was like, oh, yeah, well, you got to go down there and talk to the big homie, man. You're going to be on this block. And I said, what? I live right here, bro. I just moved here. And he goes, yeah, I don't know, bro. You better go holler at him. And I was like, oh, shit, what the fuck? So then I said, all right, who this motherfucker I got to go holler at? So I went down there and go talk to him, right? And then I was talking to him, and then everything was cordial. And then after a while, he was like, oh, yeah, well, come here, bro. And then he grabbed me by my wrist, and he was like, let me see your phone. He pulled my phone out. Open your phone up. He was trying to get into my Cash App. So I was like, what? My Cash App? I was like, oh, yeah, you got to pay what you weigh, bro, to live out here, bro. I said, bro, I'm Muslim. I don't get down with none of that. You know what I mean? He said, yeah, that shit don't mean nothing, bro. And I was like, oh, shit. And I said, oh, yes, it does. Then I pulled away from him. He said, yo, you don't want no problems, dude. You got kids? I was like, yeah, I got motherfucking kids. So then I woke up. You know, I was like, oh, shit, that was crazy.
That was a warning.
Yeah, well, I'm not around the motherfuckers at all. Ain't no warning to me. Only warning I get is from the devil himself, because I got nothing but trees around me. It's all trees. The only people I talk to is on the internet, and when they order my merch, I mail it to them. And when I travel and go to different states, I don't do none of that checking in. I'm not involved in that. None of that nonsense they into. I'm not involved with that culture at all. You know? And like when I used to travel, people used to go like, yo, man, why you let me know you was going to Georgia? Yo, man, why you let me know you was going to Baltimore? Yo, bro, who you know in Philly, bro? Like, yo, why you ain't let me know we going to New York? And I said, dude, I already check in with God himself, man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I don't check in with no human being. I travel the whole planet like Prophet Muhammad used to travel. The whole earth is my musalla. Is my prayer rug. And somebody decided they want to take my life because of that, then so be it. Then I go be in heaven with my Lord. But other than that, I don't get caught up with the ignorance, bro. So keep that shit away from me. And that's why I started my brand. My brand is called Hood Star World. It's negative to positive. Ain't nothing gang about it. Ain't nothing gangster about it. Ain't none of that shit. I took all my negativity and turned it to positive. And it changed my whole life from my negative lifestyle I used to live to what I'm doing now. You know, podcasting, radio, mixtapes, blogger, and the shit that I be doing every day on social media. That's it. They can have that. That shit is nothing. In fact, I had some, I don't know if you've seen it. I posted it though. My live stream I did, my last live stream I did on my radio page. And this dude came off my live from New York, and he was a blood. We had this conversation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we had this conversation. He's like, "No, I understand what you're saying, OG, but I'm a blood." And this and I said, "You know why?" I said, "You know why gangs were created, dude? In the 50s, you know why in the black community and the Latino community why gangs were created?" He goes, "Yeah, I understand." I said, "Yeah, it was created to protect us and to defend us against the oppressors, the white supremacy and everything else had going on that was coming to harm us in the community. That's why it was created, not to what it is today, where y'all motherfuckers oppressing and transgressing and terrorizing your own fucking community and your own people. That's retarded, bro. That's dumb. That's asinine, you know?" He's like, "Yeah, I understand." I said, "All right, then you understand."
No, you don't. You got to teach. If he understood, he wouldn't be doing it.
Right, you got to teach the young guys that, like, yo, everybody put y'all gang, then all y'all put your money together and go buy some property, buy land, do something besides be idiots and going to prison and being killed at a young age. That's dumb. Who said that shit was cool? I don't get it. Like, who said it was cool to be a drug addict? Who said it was cool to shoot people and kill people? And being an idiot, riding around all day long with guns in the car and looking for your ops, somebody who look just like you. That's dumb. Ooh. That don't make sense to me. That's like asinine.
It don't make sense. It's retarded.
It's retarded, you know. And they complain about the white man. The white man won't let me succeed, but the white man won't let me do it for him. The white man won't give us no jobs. The white man, nigga, you got a fucking cell phone in your hand, like. The possibility of you going from $0 to $1 million overnight is there. The opportunity is there. Just get on the internet and do something else. So you buying Gucci and Louis and Fendi and all that European brands, take that money and invest it in cryptocurrency or buy a camera or get a home studio, or get a heat press or get a fucking printer or get some lights. Everything that I did. Hustle. Invest in yourself.
Hustle without poisoning your people, yo.
Right. And they're like,
That's the key. Hustle without poisoning your people. We shouldn't be the collateral damage for your success.
Exactly. When I used to sell drugs back in the day, not to, trying to glorify, because I don't glorify that shit, but when I was an idiot back in the day and I used to sell drugs, I was a picky drug dealer. I was real particular about who I sold drugs to. And you know who I didn't sell drugs to? There's not one person that can come and say I sold drugs to them. I didn't sell drugs to no black people. I didn't sell drugs to no Latinos. They always used to ask me, because I was living in the hood, and I was shining. I ain't shined that much until the later years, and that's when I got caught. But I always had a job, and nobody even knew I was hustling like that. I always sold to white people. I had them dizzy. I had them dizzy for all those years. You know what I'm saying? And then when I started spending the money, buying cars and motorcycles and all that bullshit, is when I brought the heat on me and I got caught. Then God sent me to, to become what I am today. Well, I could have been dead, right? So I don't understand how people can just oppress their own people. Like I don't like when I see somebody look like me, I don't think of harming them. I say, "What's up? How you doing? What's going on? Look, this is what I do, bro. This is what This is what it is. Oh shit, that's dope, bro. You got your own brand? Yeah, I got my own brand. Look, man. Here's my card, dude. Follow me on social media. Listen to my podcast. Listen to my radio station. Oh, you an artist? Send me your music, man. Check you out, man. I put you on the radio. Oh shit, for real, yeah. Ah, man, you just inspired me, bro. That's my mission. I want to inspire you, bro. I want to inspire those who want to be inspired, and then who go on and inspire others. That's my mission goal every day. I'm not gonna tell you, yeah, go get that, bro. Yeah, go get that, flip that, yeah, shoot that nigga, go rob that nigga. Yeah, do that. Hell no. That's dumb. That's why they hate Charleston White. Because Charleston White be saying the same shit. And they don't like it because he's going against the culture and how it's been glorified. Like how 50 Cent glorified that shit and making all them shows off of it. That shit is wow. I don't even watch that shit. That shit is fucking trash. Glorifying drug dealers, people who poison their own communities. Like, they're not fucking heroes. They're not role models. And it's just a constant cycle. It never ends. I wonder if I'll see it in my lifetime. Probably not. We'll finally wake up. Did you see my post this morning when I posted? Where an entire senior class, an all-boys school in New Orleans, they all passed to go to college, and they got over $9 million worth of scholarships to go to college. Every last student in the senior class. And I put on there, glorified this. This one needs to be glorified, not the rapper, not the basketball player, not the shooter, not the gangbanger, not the drug dealer, not the prostitutes, or the OnlyFans chicks. This needs to be glorified. Excellence. Greatness. But it won't be. I'm going to go check, see how many views I got on. I probably got like 2 views or 2 likes. Because Instagram won't push that type of content. Because they want us to remain idiots. It's sad. But you see what Africa doing? Africa's finally fighting back. They're finally getting the spine to fight back. And they say enough is enough. They're organizing now. They want to monetize their own, minerals. I don't know how long that's going to last because, every time somebody does that in Africa, they assassinate them. Or they go missing or they get poisoned.
Absolutely. But you know what? I want to go to Africa. I keep saying I'm going to do a trip.
Oh, I love a group trip. I would love to go there.
And because I want to go to Ghana. And I want to go to Senegal. And I know one of my oh God, where was she from? Cameroon. Because I used to train new hires. USAA. So every class had Africans.
Wow.
Some were Nigerian. Not all were Nigerian. And Nigeria is always the toughest to deal with. But this one girl, I want to say she was from Cameroon. And she saw, I don't know if we were live that day. I mean, we're always in Zoom, but I don't always have the cameras on. And she looked at my face. She said, "Miss Dawn, you have Cameroonian features."
Oh, wow.
Are your ancestors from Cameroon? And the thing about it was another African student had told me the same thing. And so I said, "How can you just look at me and think that I'm Cameroonian, of Cameroonian descent?" She said, "Because there's specific features. Africans know other Africans by their features and where they're from.
Oh wow!
That's how they can tell from your features.
And what you
your
say?
Body shape, everything.
And what you say? You Georgian?
Huh?
What you say? You from Georgia?
I'm not from Georgia.
Where you from?
I never claimed Georgia. I rest in Georgia.
Oh, where you from?
But I ain't from Georgia.
Oh, where you from?
Jersey.
Oh shit, you from Jersey? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What part?
I'm from Piscataway.
Oh, you from North Jersey? Okay. That's what's up.
Well, no, P-Way is Central Jersey. New Brunswick, Exit 9.
Yeah,
That's Central Jersey.
Yeah. So you a homie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wild. Did you do an ancestor test?
No, because I'm not putting my DNA any more in their database than it already is. I'm not giving it to
I
them.
just posted that. This white lady was real racist, and she was in a nursing home. And she kept calling the nurses nigger this and nigger that. So they went and they did a fucking DNA test to see where the hell she was from. And then they came back and it showed that she's got African in her. Then the black nurse went up to her and said, "Excuse me, we got your results back from your test." And she's like, "Oh yeah, what is it?" "Well, we wanted to inform you that you got African in your blood." And the lady was like stunned. She was like, "Yeah." Then the nurse put her fist out and said, "Give me a pound, soul sister. We got to stick together." And she was so upset. Oh, shit, I was cracking up when I seen that. I was like, damn. You know what I said in the post? I said, see, we're all Africans, really. Because Adam and Eve was the first two humans that landed in Africa. And then they made humans. And then we branched off as the population grew around the world. But we all have traits of Africa. We all humans, we come from Africa. God descended humans from heaven to earth in Africa. That's why Africa is the most richest continent on the planet as far as minerals. Everything is there. Every Earth's minerals are in Africa.
Oh yeah, it is the richest.
The richest.
The richest.
Right.
You can put 2 North American continents inside of Africa.
It's huge
2.
too.
Because it's huge. And they always make it so small on the map. And it's not. That's where the Earth's resources are, because that's the original continent.
Right.
All these other continents broke off and floated off. But Africa is truly Mother Africa. Right. And people don't get it.
Yeah. And you know what? And Africa is only the poorest continent, because if Africa controlled all the minerals of the world, then all the superpowers around the world would be the poorest continents in the world, the poorest countries, because they get all the minerals and the fuel and the gold and everything from Africa, and then come over here and sell it to us, the consumers. So that's how the economy is ran, especially in the United States, China, France, Russia, Canada. So they have to control, that's the elites, they have to control Africa and how they're resourcing their minerals. Because if not, we'll all go bankrupt. Can you imagine? Now, Africa is saying, some country, Ghana's president, he just said that. He said, listen, we're not paying for anything else from anybody around the world for whatever there is that they're providing for us. We're going to pay you in gold. In the United States.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's really why they took out Gaddafi.
Right. All of them.
Oh God, I can't think of what his name is. Gaddafi and
Saddam Hussein.
And Hussein, because they were about to come up with, they wanted to back everything with gold.
Right.
America and Europe can't hang. They can't hang with
that. Or France.
Well, all of Europe. All of Europe. They can't hang with that. It would have made them third world countries.
Right. So now
it would have made them third world countries. So they vilified them first,
right,
to justify their assassinations.
Yep. Exactly. So you see, you know, and it's not about being woke. It's about just seeking and getting the information and having common sense.
You know what they say, and all you're getting, understand it. Get understand it.
Right.
Because knowledge plus wisdom equal understanding. So when you get that understanding, you see a whole lot of stuff, the shenanigans.
Right.
Like my cousin was arguing with me on Facebook about his fucking Cowboys team because I clowned him. And you going on, and nigga, you butt hurt. That's the problem. That's why everybody hates your fucking team. Because you niggas are fanatical. And then I put the fanatic in parentheses. The fandom is fanatical. And that's why everybody loathes your team.
They're not going to win shit.
Y'all take that shit too serious. You got one fucking win last night after we beat y'all back up. Yo, your quarterback is trash. Prescott is trash.
Right.
Like I said, had Hurts been playing, he'd have sent him back. He'd have given him back, handed him back his panties and sent him back to Dallas with a wet ass.
Right. Oh, so you're an Eagle fan?
Well, my cousin LJ, the one who went to Rutgers, LJ Smith.
That's why you told me that. Yeah.
He's a Giants fan. Huh?
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a Giants fan, but when Jay got drafted back in, what was that, 02, 03?
Yeah.
When Jay got drafted, I switched to Philly out of family loyalty.
Right. Well, I'm a Raider fan, and last night I was pulling for us to lose because I wanted Pittsburgh to win for Franco Harris. Franco Harris just passed away.
Did he?
Yeah, he died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the whole team wore his number yesterday. Walking into the stadium, the whole team had on number 32. He was cool. You know, he was black and Italian.
Was he?
Yeah.
Black mother, Italian father?
I think it was black father and Italian mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. And he was proud of it. So they used to call his fan base was called the Italian Army. Franco's Italian, from Harris Italian Army. So everybody had those little signs last night.
So why can't we celebrate the black part? Why we gotta celebrate the Italian part?
I know, right? You know how it go. But look but did you see what Italy did 2 days ago? They had a parade, and they had a parade celebrating African Americans.
No.
Yes, they did. You better look it up on TikTok. They had this big old float with a female slave on it with the crown from the Statue of Liberty, and it said, "Free African Americans."
Wait, what?
Yeah, the sign said "Free African Americans," and it had the slave with chains on, shackles, and then it had the crown from the Statue of Liberty. It's dope. And it's a big ass float, and it was mechanical. It was moving and shit. Her head was moving. Her arms. That shit was crazy. Yeah, Italy's starting to fucking recognize that they're Africans. They're black.
Really? Why do you think the Sicilians are so dark? So now what? You telling me we not Mulians anymore?
Right. Now you're soul brothers.
Fuck out of here. We not Mulians anymore?
No more Mulians. No more no more Muliana. No more of that. Now you're the homeboys. No, that's good though. That's progress, man. When I seen that, I was shocked. I was like, wow. Okay. That's what's up. That's what it is. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and Cubans and Mexicans who say, and they fight that, say, no, we're not black, we're not Africans. Like, what? You got to read, bro. Do you know that we come from the 12th tribe? We're part of the 12th tribe from Abraham. You know, Ephraim is our God, granddad, bro.
We need to do something about them damn imposters occupying Jerusalem.
I know.
Fucking Ashkenazis. Them damn Ashkenazis, man, with their racist ass sterilizing Ethiopian women. Because you know the Ethiopians are the tribe of Judah.
Right.
And Ashkenazis act like they the only motherfuckers that's Jewish. No, you not. Your king went over and found y'all a religion and came back to Europe, and all of y'all was converted. You're not part of the 12 tribes.
Right.
There's 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
and you discount everybody because you're a fucking imposter. You know that president of Egypt back in the day said they left here black and they came back white. I don't know who these people are. He said he'll never acknowledge them people.
Right.
He ended up dead not too long after for a heart attack, and you know how we do. Between our CIA,
that's crazy,
and the way
right?
we built up Israel, the way we built up Israel to be the devil. It just, you know.
That's retarded. But if the world recognized, but now Israel just recognized certain tribes from Africa as Jews because they tested them, their DNAs, and it turned out to be true. So now
they wanted that DNA for a fucking reason.
So now,
believe not.
So
who
now,
the fuck are they to try to authenticate any fucking body? They're European Ashkenazis.
So
the
now,
last part of the name is Nazi.
Yeah. So now they're allowed to go in and out of Israel, no problem.
Please, I don't trust them. Just like you, when it comes to them testing anybody's DNA, because if anything, they putting some shit together to try and wipe them out.
Right. I don't know, man. Well, you know, the world is crazy, so all we can do is pray and continue to ask God to protect us from that and to keep trying to be as righteous as possible and to guard our tongues and to soften our hearts and let grudges go and try to, mend and forgive. But you don't have to forget. And I'm talking to myself first because my ears are closer to me than they are to you. And just do that every day, and then, you have no words. You don't have no ops. I don't got no ops. I'm not stressing. Of course, I'm seeking success. And of course I'm seeking monetary success and good health and, increase my faith. And I pray for that every day. And that's all we can do. Just strive that until God call you back. Well, look, this is Ali Hoodstar 365, and this has been Respect the Game, the podcast, episode 208. You guys have a blessed day. And let's finish the year off with positivity and positive energy and positive vibes. Let's love one another. 2022 has been a great year, a great learning lesson and growth internally and outwardly. I love you. Stay positive, stay out the way, and may 2023 bring nothing but greatness and faith and health and in wealth. Peace.
Yo, say cash in the motherfucker. Yo, I know you got a deal. What's in that bag? I'ma get it. I was locked down with no time on my Senate. What's on your time? Ain't no watch, it ain't renting. We looking forward, we looking back. I put in work, I want all of that. I fuck your head up like brain damage, yeah. We stick together like a plane crashing, yeah. We not the same, I slip on some pallets. I want me some green, but I'm not talking salad. I'm pushing weight like a nigga from Cali. Fuck my opponent, we eat up that cabbage. Keep me a trip just in case he was laughing. We not the same, can't kick it no more. Drop off a pack to a big bank roll. Looking at my time and I know I gotta go. Looking at my time and I know I gotta go. Looking at my time and I know I gotta go. Big bank roll on me, nigga, no hoe. I look up to God, ain't shit that I'm fearing. I got 2 daughters, I hope that they hear me. In the morning, I be taking that semi. Life is a bitch, but I know I'ma finish. Take advantage of the shit on the table. Stable enough to go eat with a label. They cannot sign me on that with that faking. I demonstrated on how you get paper. Separated like I know I was lost. Mama told me don't be breaking the law. I was prepared to go see what it caught, but them crackers were taking my little niggas off. R.P. Ray got me wishing you there. I got your brother, I gotta take care from the times you was there. Like a blunt in the air, plus I look at your brother, I know that you there. No, you can't feel me, cause you are not perfect. No looking back, cause this shit, it might hurt you. I used to sleep on the couch, that for certain. I pop a perky and hope that it working. I ain't really with that weird shit, y'all. Y'all nigga really pop whiz, man, y'all. What's in that bag, I'ma get it. I was locked down with no time on my Senate. What's on your time? Ain't no watch, it ain't renting. We looking forward, we looking back. I put in work, I want all of that. I fuck your head up like brain damage, yeah. We stick together like a plane crashing, yeah. We not the same, I slip on some pallets. I want me some green, but I'm not talking salad. I'm pushing weight like a nigga from Cali. Fuck my opponent, we eat up that cabbage. Keep me a trip just in case he was laughing. We not the same, can't kick it no more. Drop off a pack to a big bank roll. Looking at my time and I know I gotta go. Looking at my time and I know I gotta go.